Sorry,
I was
bro.
at Bub's Dive Bar one evening, like pretty empty, like fairly empty, and I quoted "Can't Hardly Wait," you know, the "someone in there called me a fag," you know, line or whatever, and like I look over and there's like a pack of lesbians like right next to me.
Pack of lesbians.
They run in packs.
What is this, gum?
Dude, I can't stand lesbians. Never have, never will. I don't give a fuck. Put me up. Cancel me.
And I was just like,
Bro, I mean, you got something in common. You both like chicks. Like, that's
They're
cool.
just mean. They're mean. They've always been mean.
I feel like we should get along with lesbians the way that like straight girls get along with like gay dudes.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
That's what I
Like,
thought.
You would think,
Yeah,
Alex, but no, that's not how it is.
But anyway, so like I felt like from their perspective, I'm like literally just yelling like fag or some shit, you know. But like I'm just quoting the fucking shit. But like I also forget from time to time that like nowadays like way more gay people are going out in PB than before.
There's way more mix.
Like way more
now,
mix,
than
yeah,
there
for
used to.
sure. Like
Yeah.
you would never see that before, but but apparently like before Hillcrest was the spot, PB was the spot.
Oh yeah, like way back in the day.
Like way back in the
Oh,
day.
I'd say
yeah.
what, like the early 90s? I
And
feel like
the
previous.
Why do you think it's called Thrusters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
I've heard that, right?
Yeah.
That place was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought it was a funny name, but like other people kind of brought it to my attention. That's
But also,
that's
a
funny-
thruster is a part of a surfboard.
Surfboard, yeah. So that's probably.
But
more
I
likely.
mean, surfboards are kind
Double
of gay.
meaning, yeah.
Surfboards are kind of gay if you think about it.
I don't hate lesbians. They've always been very mean to me, and I always be nice.
Really?
I
It's
don't
It's
understand.
because you're wearing their fit.
I guess, yeah. I look like an old lesbian. So, yeah, I
Are
don't.
you talking about like the butch ones?
I guess like the
You're not
lipstick.
talking. You can't be talking about the hot lesbians.
No,
right?
they usually don't even know.
All
You know what I
lesbians are
mean?
beautiful.
Well, yeah, I mean that's true, but
Yeah,
you
true,
don't even know that stunning and brave. You don't even know like the lipstick lesbian. Like you don't even know she could go both.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you wouldn't even really know. Yeah, it's only like I guess the butch ones.
Yeah.
They just get like ultra aggressive. Like relax.
Yeah,
Relax.
yeah.
I don't want you
you're-
cheating.
I don't
no,
want your
you-
chick, dude.
Yeah.
It is like the like dudes in the bar that get like super like aggressive because they think they're competing for the girls
Right,
with you.
right,
You know,
right.
you're like, chill out. Like she'll make the decision. Like you
Right.
don't got to worry
You're
about.
5'2", 300 pounds. Relax. We're not competing for the same women. I'm competing for the dimes. You get everything else.
We're in a different class here.
That gay club I worked at like years ago.
You didn't-
It was like same venue. It was like different nightclubs throughout the years, but it ended up it closed and then became like a legit like lesbian bar. And then I talked to the owner and I was like, "You guys still want me around?" They're like, "Yeah, dude, of course." And I was like, "Really? You want to be like the local like DJ at a lesbian bar?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." I didn't last 3 weeks, man.
What happened?
Dude, you
Something
were a
happened.
star there before.
Yeah, I was a star before, but when it became a lesbian bar, they were like, I forget, but it was like not complaints, but I think people just talking like, "Oh, we have other DJs." Of course, it was women lesbian DJs.
Shoney showed up the next weekend and there's some chick just tatted up, shirtless.
Basically, a female version of me. What?
Looked exactly the same, dressed exactly the same.
Yeah. And I'm like, all that work? Yeah, I didn't last 3 weeks. They were like, "Oh yeah, I don't think we need you anymore." I was like, "Oh, okay."
I mean, it makes
saw
sense,
coming.
right?
Yeah, man. I'm
What,
not.
the
I'm
lesbians
not, I'm
only
not on the
want a
menu.
lesbian DJ?
I'm not on the menu anymore.
Well,
you know?
yeah, I mean, like if you go to a venue, like especially a drinking venue, party spot, you're like you want the people that work there to like, oh, I could fuck that person. Or
yeah,
like,
that's
you
the
know.
same as like the attractive bottle service girl.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was if you had a lesbian bar and it's a bunch of bottle service guys,
Yeah.
that don't make no sense.
You know what? You don't want a bottle service chick wearing a wedding ring, like.
Right. Yeah,
No.
for
But,
sure.
yeah.
It should be illegal. Like if you're a bottle service girl and you're married or even in a relationship, illegal, straight to jail.
Yeah. Or you
Russian
just
jail. Go.
Just gulags.
Go.
Get out and do
too
real
early.
estate.
It's too early for Dom. It's too early for
It's
Dom.
fucking early.
Oh, what time did you wake up?
8:50.
And for the record, we usually do the show in like the afternoon. It's just 9. It's
Yeah.
not like
I told you this is what we do for the fans.
Shut
Wake
up.
up
You-
early, Dom.
no.
The fans appreciate you, homie.
He's a hypocrite.
Dude,
He would never.
My flight
I
back-
remember it to him specifically in his writer saying, "I don't do anything before 11 a.m."
Except today, man. We got to do it for the fans, the supporters.
It is Ryder.
We're
I mean,
here.
it's better in the morning. You miss all the fucking traffic, all the beach traffic, all that
That's
shit.
true.
Beach traffic. I'm not going that way. I'm going fucking home.
I hate it though, like coming
The
down here.
beach
you
traffic
do?
starts right there, pretty much.
It feels good. It feels good to wake up sometimes. I think Scoop and Alex
Feels good to wake up early.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah,
Wake up
I
early.
try to get up as early as possible. I
Really?
mean, like within reason.
Yeah.
Like if I go to bed if I make it to bed by like 9:30 or 10, then I'm up at like 5 or 5:30. But if I go to bed at 11 or 12, then I'll wait like
Dude,
till 6.
yeah.
Or,
The moment the sun comes up from the hills, from behind the hills in the morning, it's beating into my room.
Oh,
You got
wow.
blinds,
You're lucky
though.
though. You're lucky.
What?
That's cool.
It doesn't like you can't black it out enough.
You can.
I mean, no, I would have to get blackout curtains, like to actually, I'd have to like take out the blinds and.
But
get,
then
like,
that's dangerous because then you can sleep until like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I do get the best sleep when I black out my curtains in the living room.
Dude, hotels when you can black those motherfuckers out like middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
It's pitch black in that motherfucker.
Yeah, but then that fucking phone rings like super quick. You feel like you get to sleep, you wake up, and it's like, excuse me, check out. It was at 11, and you're like, oh.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yes.
Whoa.
We can.
It makes me so fucking mad that you can't check in till 4, and then you got to check out at 11. I was at my bathroom. Both my bathrooms are getting remodeled because there was a big flood. Yada yada.
Oh shit! Get some porcelain.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I hope so. No toilets.
You might get those plastic toilets. Gotta watch
Oh
out.
no.
The inflatable toilet.
But it's like, I mean, I've dealt with this before, but it's like, you check in at 4 p.m. and then you have to check out at 11 in the morning. But at the hotel I'm at, it's not a bad hotel, but it was more than half empty. It's like, dude, why do I just help me out? I'm the customer. You have no one else in here.
It's fucked up.
Like, what is the issue? I understand when there's a bunch of turnover and like, you got to get somebody in there at 4, and you're in Hawaii or some shit and it's packed. That's not going on. I don't understand. Like, let it extend.
I feel like it's policy, I guess, for everybody.
It could be more occupied than you think, though.
No.
He's going room to room and he's checking. No one's in here.
I check every room.
Didn't the Palms do a 24-hour check-in for a hot minute? They were like promoting it. They're like, you check in whenever you check in.
If a room's ready, they'll give it to you.
Yeah, they'll give it to you, but if you check in at 11 a.m. and the room's ready, then you get it till 11 a.m. the next day.
That's
As
actually
you should.
fucking
You
good.
should.
I don't
should
think
get
it
a room
worked.
for 24 hours.
You should. It's technically, but it didn't work.
But then you can't do that because then you're constantly moving the check-in time back.
Well, there's no universal check-in. It's all like
Well, no. What he's saying is if you get it 24 hours, then that means the check-in time the next day would have to be at like 7 p.m.
for somebody else.
for somebody else, and you would continue to roll it.
Yeah,
back.
that's why I'm not saying there's a set check-in time.
Keep it
for
standard,
everyone.
11 to 11. You check in at 11 or anytime
Well,
after
no,
that.
pretty much any hotel you can check in if the room is ready. Like they won't stop you.
I've had that issue so
Me
many
too,
times.
they're like, nah,
Vegas,
ain't no
dude, we
rooms.
talked about this. Vegas is terrible, man. They
yeah,
just won't-
maybe Vegas is different.
But even it's happened here. It's happened in Hawaii. It happened to me in Florida. Like, and there I'm sitting there in the lobby because I got nowhere to go. And I'm like, it's 3:30. They're like, oh, it's not till 4. I'm like, dude, come on now.
And then it's awkward. You're like just sitting in the lobby and like
Beating off.
Yeah, beating off.
I
Just
just
fucking this
drink
black
all the orange
lesbian
juice.
over here. What the fuck?
fucking lesbians
Fucking
bringing my
lesbian.
vibe.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah, that shit sucks, man.
And then the other problem with the hotel room too is that when you're in there, there's just nut all over the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like literally, that's all I can think about when I'm in a hotel.
That's the first thing I do is nut on the floor right when I get in.
I get so mad when there's no lotion bottle in the room.
oh.
Like, bro, come on, man. So like I checked in. So I flew to Connecticut for a wedding. Connecticut fucking sucks, by the way. Worst fucking state.
A lot of lesbians.
So
This one's not getting monetized.
oh no, not at all. So I fly there, and then I get to the airport on my return flight, and I fucking sat there for 2 hours on the tarmac, and they kept being like, oh, we need to do like a quick repair on the plane or whatever. He's like, we'll let you know when like we're gonna take off. So like 30 minutes, an hour goes by, and I'm like, we're not getting off this motherfucker. Like, we're staying here.
You're
tonight.
just sitting there, just
sitting there in the plane this is for what was supposed to be an hour-long flight to Philadelphia for a connecting flight.
Jesus.
So finally, like 2 hours pass, and they're like, "All right, well, like we're not gonna, we're not gonna take off." And so at that point, dude, it's like 7-ish in the evening. I'm like, I'm not getting on another fucking plane. I'm in Hartford. It's already a small airport. You already have limited options. Like, I'm not getting the fuck out of here. So I had to fucking go through the whole process of like getting my luggage that was on the plane, like checked on the plane, like waiting in line just to fucking get them to like get me a hotel room. And on the same time, I'm on the phone like while I'm waiting in line to change my flight for the following day. And like this is before I even got the hotel room. The fucking chick is that I'm talking to on the phone. She's like, oh, like here's your option. Like this is what I have. She's like, I can fly you into DC tonight, and then you can fly from DC to Charlotte at like 5 a.m. or whatever, and then you can fly from Charlotte to San Diego. And I was like, wait, so you're just saying I gotta like stay in the airport all night?
Yeah, dude,
like that's it. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just give me a hotel room. And then she's like, okay, we gotta wait. You gotta talk to the people at the airport about the hotel room. She's like, I was like, all right, what are my flight options tomorrow? And she's like, oh, I can get you from Hartford to Charlotte to San Diego. I was like, so you're just putting me on the same flight?
The same.
So this was because one plane broke down? This wasn't because of weather?
No, this is just one plane broke
God
down.
Damn.
And thousands of dollars in gasoline that you're using to go bam, bam, bam.
And so they like, oh, you got this hotel room that's like by the airport, and they give you like a $12 meal ticket or whatever.
$12. The fuck does that get you?
Nothing.
That'll get you a churro, dude.
It didn't even get me one burger and fry at Ruby Tuesdays.
Hell no. You
Ruby Tuesday.
there's still some
And
extra on that
it was
card.
fucking terrible. It was so, god damn it, that entire fucking state is a giant suburb of chain restaurants, dude. That meme of this is my girlfriend leaving Applebee's the way God intended and getting carried out by the cops, that's Connecticut.
That meme was made in Connecticut.
Yeah. And dude, so I finally get to like the hotel room.
Wait, what airline was this?
American Airlines. They fucking
I was
suck.
about to say, sound like some Spirit kind of shit.
I mean, it's close, dude. Like this
and
is
those
shady.
tickets ain't cheap, man.
It's a shady fucking airline. They give you like the middle row, and then they're like, oh, if you want to like upgrade to an aisle seat, it's $20.
Yeah, I
like,
hate
bro,
that.
come on.
Yeah,
dude.
So what they do is, I just watched a video on this. They unbundle shit. Like back in the day, everything was bundled. So now they unbundle it. So their ticket is like super cheap. Spirit is like they're like pros at this. It's like $49. Like hell yeah. But if you want a seat by the window, it's now $60. And then it's like you want to check a bag in, then it's $75. And then you end up spending just the same amount of money as a regular ticket.
And then like an idiot like me out of principle, I'm like, no, I'm not I'm not getting the aisle
I'll take
seat.
the seat.
Yeah.
And it's like the customer service went out the window too. I mean, we're just old enough to remember like pre 9/11, I guess, or like kind of that era. I mean, it's not like we're flying everywhere, but I had been on a couple of flights.
Bro, I got a picture. I was in the cockpit with the fucking captain giving thumbs up.
Yeah.
Can't do that nowadays.
Pressing buttons.
Hey,
Dom, are these the flaps?
Just Dom, just don't do that, okay? Don't do that now, okay? Just to make sure.
But I feel like the customer service shit just went right out the window. They don't give a fuck. Get on the stupid plane.
Yeah.
Before they're like trying to take care of you. When I was a kid, I remember they upgraded me to first class if it was open every time I was on the flight.
Oh,
it was standard. They don't do that shit anymore.
Hell no, man.
I asked for the upgrade to first class on one of the flights and they're like, no, I can't do that.
Like, you better have an American Airlines credit card with $1 million limit, and then we'll think about it.
Well, you guys have seen like the commercials or even like the ads in old magazines when they started doing commercial flights. It was like they were bringing out these big dinners because they wanted to show everyone. They were promoting like, dude, flying was new, and it was like, yo, look at what you can do. This big spread.
Those big ones, they had like the upstairs like bar area or whatever.
Exactly. Now what happened? Like now it's like peanuts.
It also cost a fuck ton of money, and like working class people couldn't fly back then. So
so it changed.
Fuck them.
No one cares about the working class.
No one cares. As we never get on a flight. I feel like all that went out there. I know why they had to do it, because there's more competition, yada yada yada. But like, it's very annoying because I just feel like it all went out the window. I have been on because when you go across like the Atlantic or whatever, you'll be on like sometimes the one with the upstairs and shit. But there's nothing really up there, it's just like the
Man, got a bowling alley?
No, movie theater. One bad bowl and the plane goes down to the window.
When's the last time you guys watched? What's the Snoop Dogg Kevin Hart movie.
Horrible. I know what you're talking about.
Dude, what movie is that? Something Plane.
Soul
Plane.
When's the last time you watched it?
It's been a long.
I've never
watch
watched
it.
it.
Watch it again.
2005.
It's good.
No.
It's
It
so
can't
bad
be.
it's good.
Okay. I'll fuck
It's so
with that.
bad it's good. What's the white dude that's in it? Oh my god. It's great, man. You guys
So you
gotta
have
watch
zero details. All right.
Well, the white guy, the black guy, the
white
Asian
guy
chick.
that's in it.
Hey, I said Snoop Dogg.
It's kind of funny. He only liked the white guy in the black movie.
He's like, he's got the
He made
funniest
the
white
movie. Yeah, you guys gotta watch that. It's bad, but it's so good.
name. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I've been. Thanks, Tom.
It's just
Appreciate
too
you.
early for him. He goes, oh yeah, for sure. Leaning back and forth.
I've been having to wake up early. Last weekend was TwitchCon here in San Diego, and it's like if nobody knows, it's like Comic-Con but for Twitch, and I DJ'd for Logitech.
Really?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
man, that's sick. I'm glad you're out.
Yeah, man, it was
That's
fun.
sick.
It was cool, and it was huge. It was at the convention center, and I don't know if you guys heard, but that it was a porn star turned streamer broke her back, and I mean the memes are.
Doing what?
Yeah, that's what I.
Dude, so I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know the actual word for it, but you guys remember American Gladiators, and they had the one
Pogo
challenge.
with the pogo sticks.
No, not the pogo
The
sticks,
big
but
Q-tips.
the big Q-tips.
It's a big foam pit.
It's like a joust thing, kind of.
Yes,
It's a
like a
big
jousting
foam
thing
pit they
over
made.
foam pit. You have your own little island that you like stand on, and you
Yeah.
try to knock the other person off. So for some reason, they had this company. I don't even know what company it was, but it was a like a vendor. And I walk by and I look, and the foam pit is like not very foamy. It's like very small pieces, like something we would use like in a studio or something. And I looked just real quick. I looked over and I man, that looks kind of like dangerous. Like if
Really?
somebody were to hit somebody and they fell off and they were falling and it didn't look like no one was getting hurt. And I was like, that's just weird. I don't know. 3 hours later, Twitter's blowing up. There's this porn star turned streamer that was on top of there. She hit a girl down. The girl fell. She won. She throws her giant Q-tip down and then does some like cheerleading, like jump stance. She goes up, touches her toes, lands on her tailbone, and then just goes limp.
Damn.
And then
All that blowing her back out, and she finally blew her back out.
Finally, motherfucking
Thank you. That's what all the Twitter comments said. It was fucking hilarious, but I feel bad. It's fucked up. She rolls over and she's laughing, and then she realizes she can't move. And then
Damn.
she's like, oh, and then the chick on the mic is like, oh, she's fine.
That was
And then-
so fucking
Dude,
funny.
yeah,
Oh,
she's fine. And then 10 seconds later, medics!
Yeah.
Medics!
Damn.
And yeah, dude, and I don't know how she's doing, but I feel bad. And then, so.
She had I think it was 3 surgeries.
Damn.
And she broke it was like a couple of vertebrae in the lower back and then a couple in the top. Somebody will fact check in the comments, but it was something. It was bad. It wasn't like
How deep was this pit?
It wasn't deep at
It
all.
was
That's
only
the
one
thing.
layer of the foam things,
Yeah.
like the little like squares.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, which is crazy on concrete.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
do it. You gotta have at least a pad below.
But like
that.
it should be like 3 feet.
Yeah, it's like
Of-
yeah,
like of
exactly.
or at least like a padded thing underneath it. Not
At
like
the very
concrete,
least, right? Yeah.
So
Who designed
on Twitter,
that shit?
her agent was like, if anything, if we've heard about other people hurting themselves this weekend, if you guys hurt yourself, like, retweet
class
this.
action
Yes,
fuck.
bro.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
that ambulance chasing lawyer?
Bro, there was a fucking 2 chicks that dislocated their shoulder and their knee. Another dude sprained his ankle.
Pretty,
I was like,
pretty soon I'm gonna be watching like some basketball game and the commercial's gonna break out. If you were at TwitchCon and got injured,
dude, for real.
You might be entitled to a class action lawsuit.
So, anyways, man, that shit was crazy. I'll put the video over this whole conversation, but it was intense. I was like, damn, that sucks. And I hope Twitch doesn't get like in trouble for it. I feel like all the vendors, they like sign waivers, but damn, poor girl.
I mean, they're still gonna sue.
Yeah, they
That's a
sue.
pretty bad
Fuck
injury.
yeah.
they're gonna go after the convention center. San
You better
Diego.
not go after my subs, bro.
I'm definitely going after Twitch, man. I'll be like, yo, I need to be on the front page for the next year.
Dom would just turn his back on Twitch, dude. Nope.
Sean,
That's
you
what
should hit them up and be like, I'll tell them I didn't see anything. As long as you just make my page go off.
And give
Just
me
feed-
5,000
feed that-
subs.
Feed the algorithm. Just
Could you imagine just feed the algorithm? They're like, sir, no, you're entitled to like a couple $1 million. Like,
Yeah.
No, feed the algorithm.
Feed
I mean, that's the long.
Yeah.
That's the long game, bro.
Up my view count real quick, man.
That's the long game. I was watching that show. Was it the floor is lava?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
On Netflix.
What is, like, I don't even know what that is.
It's really fucking stupid, but my nieces love it. And I was over there the other day, and it's basically like, I don't know, kind of like what was that Guts or whatever on
Nickelodeon?
Yeah, it's like what would you do in Guts or Temple of not Temple Run. Temple Run's
I know what you're talking about,
game, but it's a Temple of something.
I know you're. Yeah.
Yeah. So they
Legend
make
of
up.
Temples.
You want to explain it, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's like a obstacle course basically, but like you have to like jump from thing to thing, and there's all these like kind of little deals you have to do along
And
the
the
way.
floor is basically like,
It's like a
water.
goo.
It's
Yeah,
like goo or water, and it's like red, so it's like legit lava.
Is it hot?
no, it's not legit.
Yes,
lava,
it's
but
legit lava.
you die if you don't
That'd be
make it,
fucking
yeah.
sick.
Yeah, his nieces love it. They're like, someone died. Burn, motherfucker, burn.
But dude, like motherfuckers are like bleeding by the end of it.
Good.
Like,
Yeah.
like dude, they eat shit. Like they like it's all super slippery, you know, because it's
Yeah.
like a goo. And like these motherfuckers are falling. I'm like, dude, somebody's legit gonna like really get hurt. And they don't say anything either. Like one of the episodes we were watching, so there's like the main thing where 3 teams compete, and the top 2 teams advance to like the final match where you have to like climb up this volcano. And so it's 3 on 3. So there's teams of 3. And then like all of a sudden like the last competition, the volcano thing comes up, and it's 2 on 2. And we're like, what the fuck happened to like the third one? And then like I started thinking about it, I was like, somebody got hurt.
Yeah, blown ACL.
Yeah.
Sure.
Somebody got hurt in the first one, and they don't say shit.
Do they look like athletic people? Like they do shit?
Dude, it's funny because the last one I watched before I went home last night was this dude who was like a former football player, like marginal, like NFL practice squad, like CFL, you know, athlete. So still a good athlete, you know what I mean? And then like 2 of his meathead friends, and then they were going up against like the most effeminate gay TikTok stars.
This is
Like
good.
so it was like a kind of like minor celebrity episode, you know?
Sure.
And these dudes were like laughing and giggling and like queening through the whole thing, and smoked the athletes in the first round.
What the
That's
fuck?
wild.
But they ended up losing to them in like the final round. But it was kind of funny because like one of the athletic dudes just ate shit and like completely like slid right into the.
Yeah.
What were their
lava.
pronouns? That's my new thing. I just ask people what their pronouns are. No, I'm serious. I just,
The guy at the grocery store is like, "What are you talking about?" Leave me alone.
Sir, this is Arby's.
Yeah.
That reminds me of, I don't know if you guys seen the video, but is it Ultimate Ninja?
Yeah, Ultimate Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, Ultimate Ninja Warrior. Super fun show.
That shit looks
Everyone
hard.
knows about it. Super hard until they straight up thought it'd be a good idea to put a monkey on there, and that monkey just fucking dusted it.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, you haven't seen it? Look
I
it
gotta
up.
see that.
Of course,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that
He's
whole
not doing like the pull up or
Bro,
the
he doesn't
bar.
even need to pull up, bro. He's skipping pull ups. Come on, bro. I think it's orangutan. I don't know.
Why are you a hater?
I'm
For
not.
real.
I mean, it makes sense because the reason those competitions are so hard is because they're all upper body strength,
Yeah.
and humans are all lower body strength for the most part,
Yeah.
and monkeys are all upper
I mean,
body
if
strength.
you
like-
can lift it, like generally, if you can lift 1-to-1 on any lift, like 1 to your body weight, like you're pretty fucking strong. Like monkeys, they're probably like 4-to-1 or 5 or
Yeah,
6-to-1.
Yeah,
you
like
know,
that one that was in that cage and he like grabbed that dude's shirt. He wouldn't let it go.
Yeah.
I was telling Shaw, I was like, bro, he'd kill it in the gi class. Kill it, bro.
That'd be
Boy's
so
hand
annoying.
is huge.
With those
It's
grips,
it's like,
He's not letting that gi go
and
for
they can grab you with their feet too.
Yeah.
Right?
doesn't their big toe basically it's like a thumb?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like they can grab.
Yeah, they're like
shit.
grabbing onto fucking branches
Yeah.
with their feet and shit.
You guys got to watch
shit.
that, man. He dusts the whole thing. He just fucking.
a monkey, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Hell
It's
yeah.
pretty cool. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
check
I
it
mean,
out.
that's the equivalent of like putting a cheetah in a race with a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how do you even train the monkey to
They're smart
even
as
do
fuck.
that
They're
course?
smart, dude. You've seen the
Put a banana at the end of the course, bro. It's that easy.
Well, I mean, they
Shit.
like apes. They straight up mimic. Like that's the way they like learn how to like function in the wild. Is they mimic whatever they see. Dude, they were like, there's wildlife things of like villagers and like small little villages in the forest, in the jungles that are like spearfishing, and there's sea orangutans that like basically get sticks and like copy them how to do it. Like
Nice.
So like yeah, I mean if they just saw a human doing it, they would just do it.
or like the one that he's on Instagram. and he's liking photo. He's like, and he's looking at pictures of apes, and it's not like fake. You can tell, like, and he's like scrolling, and he's like clicking and scrolling, clicking, and then the gorilla who's it's the girl outside the cage, and she's like showing pictures of other gorillas, and he's like. He makes a motion like scroll, like he's scrolling, and he scrolls. He's like,
I was actually watching. What was it? Dawn of the Planet of the Apes or whatever.
Love it. I love all those Planet of the Apes
movies.
movies.
They're really good movies.
They're stupid good.
Yeah,
And I went down a rabbit hole because it's the one where Caesar ends up speaking for the first time.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And so I was like,
Love
all right, I need to go down to a rabbit hole and figure out if they could hypothetically speak. So
if they have
I was like Googling for like an hour. I'm like going to the bathroom, taking a shit, like still reading the shit.
Yeah.
But apparently, like they do have the capacity, like the vocal cord capacity, but they don't have like the brain structure to do like the fine motor functions that it takes to speak.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. That's not.
So if you were to take like a human brain and put it in like an ape's head, they would hypothetically be able to speak.
And they'd be playing the NFL. That's
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about AI. We need to worry about gorillas with human brains.
Or what? Have you guys ever seen the movie Congo?
Yeah.
It's old school.
By the way,
I am Amy.
By the way, that movie was peak 90s action
it's
adventure.
great.
That was
and it
good.
still holds up. I watch it all the time. It still holds
That
up.
Congo
one
was
and
good.
the spider one. Is it arachnophobia?
Arachnophobia of all spiders. Yeah.
Another one.
That one freaked me out when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of all the Stallone, Arnold, like all those movies, like Predator.
Dude, it was before the action started getting like over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it was obviously over the top, but it wasn't like jumping cars into space.
Vin Diesel.
I'm gonna title this episode "Boomer Movie Review" for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, 20 views. People are just like, dude, we're over it. We're over these old fucks.
What was the old In Living Color sketch? Hated it.
Yeah, hated it. Yeah. That show was fucking funny. Like, SNL is straight trash. I try to watch the like clips on, not it'll pop up or whatever, like a clip from a current episode. Like, this is the least funny thing.
Is it?
I just don't it's not like inside jokes. It's just bland. Like, I don't know. It's just very stupid. It's not edgy at all. There's nothing about it that's like, oh, that's funny. But you watch the old, like, In Living Color. Holy shit, those are funny.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I mean, even like the Fire Marshal Bill, that Jim Carrey shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit is so funny.
That was a golden era, man.
Yeah,
golden era of what do you call it?
Sketch comedy?
Sketch comedy. Yeah.
Well, it was probably new, like on TV. It was new back then.
Yeah.
Now you can watch that shit anywhere.
Yeah, because SNL started in like the 70s or something like
Yeah.
that. That was like the first
Crazy to
do
think
it.
about. Cancel that shit. 50 fucking years. Cancel that
Damn,
shit.
still going.
Move on.
What's
Move
What's
on.
crazy too is like the Lorne Michaels basically like robbed all the talent from what's it called, the fucking magazine
Playboy.
Oh.
National Lampoon.
Oh, National. Yeah.
So,
And he's the guy who
no.
started
Isn't
that,
there a documentary about that?
I'm sure there is. I mean, there was a movie like a movie with Will Forte that was based about that guy's life. The guy that started National Lampoon. But yeah, they like basically like started robbing all of like the talent that was associated I can't remember the.
He just bought him out. He bought him out.
Yeah,
he wasn't
of course.
stealing.
I mean, it's good business. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, come over
Businessman.
here. Come on my show.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign this contract, baby.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Have
Exactly.
a seat. Have
Yeah, I
a
mean,
seat.
I can't blame him. Yeah, but he was basically like stole the concept from
Yeah.
them essentially.
Hasn't Kanye West hosted SNL? I think he did, right?
Probably.
What?
Yeah.
He's not
No,
funny?
wait, no.
No. Doesn't matter like if you're funny or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
No,
you
but
think
I
about
feel like I
Honestly,
haven't
some of the
seen
people who aren't funny are some of the best guests.
Yeah. They're just like thrown in. I couldn't
Like
imagine
Elon
being on
Musk.
there. Yeah, that was a funny one.
Eli and Peyton Manning both
Yeah.
had great fucking episodes.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, those fucking fools.
But yeah, all the Kanye shit right now, that's pretty wild.
That dude's something else, man. I actually got rid of my my Yeezus tour jacket because I really liked it.
Yeah.
But that Confederate flag, bro.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit,
Yo, what
man.
the fuck? There's a Confederate flag?
Yeah, bro. And this was like when he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like rebranding the flag. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it cool." And I was like, "All right, let's go for it, bro." I wore that shit out, man, one time, bro.
What happened?
People
Somebody
spit
said
on you?
something?
Bro, yeah, like 3 or 4 black people were like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "It's the Yeezus tour jacket." Like, I don't give a fuck, bro.
If
You
you
got a
were- if
Confederate flag. I was
Somebody,
like, "Damn."
somebody tweeted out in 2018. They were like, "Y'all need to get off the Kanye bandwagon right now before he starts defending Hitler."
He's deep, dude. He's just, I mean, he always, I don't know. I can't tell if he's super smart and he's just doing this for like publicity, or he's really got some mental problems.
It doesn't matter like how smart you are if you just like ingest a bunch of shit information. You know what I mean? Like if you just read a bunch of crap online, you could have an IQ of 160 and still believe crazy shit.
True.
But like dude, like the whole like White Lives Matter shirt that he was wearing.
Well, he did the White Lives Matter, and then he had the anti-Semitic fucking post.
Well, that shouldn't
like right after.
That shouldn't surprise you because the fucking people who founded White Lives Matter are part of the Aryan Nation.
Jesus Christ, Kanye, what are you doing? He's just trying to spread his reach, man. He's trying to spread his reach.
Spread my audience, man.
He's trying to get his evangelical fan base up for his fucking Christian hip hop.
Fucking bro. What is his deal?
From gospel to that to his tweets, I'm like,
he just trying to make money, man. I think that's what he's trying to do.
I think he's obsessed with attention. Like I don't know, he needs some people around him.
I heard that he's trying to get out of his contract so he can just do his own clothes himself and not be tied to Gap or Adidas.
Nah, I doubt that too.
I mean, that's probably true either way.
There's other ways out of it.
That's not like the why. That's just like so happens to be the fact.
Way.
How do I get out of this Gap contract?
I mean, when he
what are the Jews been up to? You know what I mean? Like, really?
The funny shit too is when he like posted that like shit about was it DEFCON 3?
Yeah,
the Jews or whatever. And then like a bunch of his like fans, like supporters were like, see when he got banned, like, see the Jews did it. like there's like no matter what you do with these conspiracy theories, like it's always proof. You know what I mean? Like it's always proof.
Oh, dude, Kanye fans for life, dude. Holy shit.
That shit was wild though.
I don't even have a favorite Kanye album, man. I don't care. He's got some bangers.
I mean,
College Dropout was a good album.
It was great.
Did you think anything when you saw the picture?
Wait, what picture?
Of him wearing like the White Lives Matter shirt.
He brought a tear to his eye. He was like, my man.
it didn't
right on,
surprise
brother.
me.
All the way from Turlock.
I was just like, it doesn't surprise me anymore. We've been Scoop and I have been talking about this since the episode 1 of fucking Past and Present, man. Like that was our first episode talking about Kanye. It's just it doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah. Like I just wasn't shocked. I was like,
yeah, exactly.
There you go, bro. There you go. That shit again.
Yeah.
I think he's probably. I mean, he's a pretty prolific artist. I mean, the shit that he does do is pretty cool.
Yeah, he's talented. He's a talented musician.
He's probably got some mental health issues. I mean,
he's for sure bipolar.
He's got some mental health issues. Like you can just tell. It kind of reminds me of my ex-wife, where she would go off the meds. And then it would just be this, like, it was if she was doing it in person, but he's doing it on, like, Twitter or whatever, or Instagram, like, his stories, and they're kind of rambling, they're going all over the place. That's what it feels like.
It's a cycle for bipolar and schizophrenic people where they, like, feel good.
Yeah, and then they get off their meds.
They get off the meds. They're like, oh, I don't need the meds anymore. Like, I got this under control. And then, like, they're good for a little bit, and then you have a fucking breakdown, and you end up doing that, like ranting online and shit.
I wonder, like, what he's just like chilling at the crib, and he's just, you know what?
He's rich with too much time, and he's online all the time. Yeah. He's online all the fucking time.
He's got to feed the algorithm too, man.
Yeah.
I feel like all those very famous people that grew up with like social media or grew up with like the what is it called, like the reality TV in that era and past, they're really good at staying relevant. Really good. I mean, Elon Musk is good at that too. Like there'll be all this drama, and then he'll just totally change the way what people are talking about. He'll sell burnt hair, perfume all of a sudden, and all his fans they just totally ignore the other stuff, regardless of if you like it or otherwise.
Shaq's good at that too. Shaq does a very good job of it too. There's been like no bad press about Shaq in the last 2 decades.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he was. I saw a video of him.
Charles Barkley can do no wrong.
I saw a video of Shaq talking about how much he used to cheat on his wife. Yeah, it was like, I never heard him talk about that. Yeah, and he was
what was that, Drink Champs or something?
I can't remember. No. He wasn't saying like, oh, it was good to go. He was saying like that was my biggest regret in life. He's like, I just couldn't stop. He's like, I was so famous.
How could you?
How could you, bro?
Yeah, and he was like, I missed all these Christmases with my kids, and like because I had to, I was away from my family. Yeah. And he's like, I lost a bunch of money because I was away from my family. And
I mean, the dude's probably got a huge dong. He's obligated to cheat.
I mean, what if he just
if he has an any dong, you're obligated to cheat when he had this much money.
Dude, you know what's weird though is that dude could have like a 9-inch hog piece, and it would look small on him.
Very true.
Probably.
Very true. Poor guy. So it actually sucks for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
like,
bitch better be
feel bad,
17
yeah.
inches.
Well, there's limits to
if it looks big on you and you're 7 foot, it's like way too big for a human being.
I mean,
True.
I don't know. What's the obsession with huge penis? There's limits to the. Ask a girl.
Yeah, for sure.
And she'll be like, I don't want anything over 8. You know, unless some girls are, they get down like that. But for the average girl is not like, I want something over 8 inches.
There's
like,
still nothing worse than having your girl be like, "Oh, you have a perfect penis."
The big ones hurt. My
Yeah,
girlfriend
yeah,
tells me all the time. Like, wait, what?
It doesn't hurt like the big ones.
Yours is perfect.
It's great for anal.
but
It's sticking to my ass again. I'm like, what?
but that's probably a good compliment, actually.
I don't. That's a backhanded compliment.
I just don't buy it.
Yeah,
That's a backhanded
for
compliment.
guys, we want our dicks to be like a little bit above average.
Yeah.
We don't want it like Shaquille O'Neal. We want it
Yeah.
a little bit. So when the girls, oh my god, it's perfect. Yeah, perfect's cool, but not the
It
best.
may be, but I only know for sure when I see your dildo collection. If when you actually think about size.
Man, you see some
good
shit
call.
online,
Yeah.
brother. What, brother in Christ? What are we
Like
doing?
horsecock dildos.
Yeah, and it's like you're putting that. It's going in. It went in. Like I can't believe it.
Yeah,
what are we doing
that's
here?
nuts.
Dude.
Hey, they give birth.
I know. I was about to say if a baby comes out of it, then you know. What I
Not
mean?
3 times a week.
You don't know.
Holy shit.
Have you seen the Mormons?
Oh, Jesus. It's actually kind of shocking. I don't know. Or there was one I saw. I won't go into too much detail, but there was one I saw.
Please go into detail.
Where
come
the
on.
chick pulled it out of her mouth, like the thing. And I'm not even kidding. I mean, it was very skinny. But where's that all going?
It's like the swallowing sword trick from the.
Like that can't be comfortable if something hits your like actual esophagus or like what's the hole
I mean,
that
maybe
goes in the stomach.
maybe they get off on that. They're like,
I mean, I hope so.
I mean, obviously, you gotta have a no gag reflex
Nah,
for something like that.
Lord, I can't even brush my teeth too far in the back.
nah.
I mean, I feel like the problem with the internet is like it's like anything else is one-upsmanship.
Always.
So as soon as like porn was prolific on the internet, all of a sudden everybody just had to be like, okay, well if you have this huge dildo, I have to like attach it to a drill bit
Yeah.
and get one like twice the size.
I don't think this is healthy. Like, I mean, I'm not just for the person doing that thing, but I'm like for like men and women. But watching all this porn, like I don't think this is good.
Well,
this
like
is not good.
It depends on how you're like using it.
To jack off.
Yeah, well, I know.
I mean, I'm not just
well,
watching
Yeah,
it.
like if you're like waking up in the morning instead of turning on like like Sports Center and you're like just put on porn on your TV, like yeah, you got a problem.
But nah, even still, I don't even mean like someone who has a problem. I mean just porn in general. I don't think this is how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to have this much access to whatever you want all the time.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just find a person you like and just be ignorance is bliss in that scenario. She's
Or a
got
hot one you
perfect
can
titties.
tolerate.
Or a hot one you can tolerate. I think that is the better scenario than just having access to all these things. I mean, even just scrolling through Instagram, it's like enough already. Like I don't think
Yeah.
it's good for your brain.
Yeah.
Like enough already. Like
I never thought I'd get to that point where I was like tired of seeing ass on Instagram.
And
But
it's just
I've got-
and you could-
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
you can scroll through and you're like,
Dom's
that's,
leaving comments like, "Can you please put some clothes on?"
Dom's like, ass pick again?
Yeah.
but like you'll scroll
Jesus.
through and you'll think that's the hottest chick I've ever seen in my entire life. Like it's just whatever your
Yeah.
thing is, like
Yes.
that it hits everything of it.
Yes.
And then you'll keep scrolling like, oh no, that one is. Oh no, there it is. That's the one. It's just not
Also,
healthy.
it's like I follow people or like even like Twitch streamers or like who else, like some celebrities, and I'm just like I find myself like staring like, damn, she's hot. Like what? And I'm like, unfollow. I don't need this.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
am I
need to
doing?
waste time looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
someone, and it's constantly, dude.
Yeah,
I get it, dude. If you're young, you're hot, you're doing your thing, fucking do it. But
Thanks.
Dom, just slow down with the ass
down.
pics, homie. The gray sweatpants, my dude. Like
It's that season. It's the season.
one pic a week.
Literally wearing gray
Is
sweatpants.
he really? I knew it, bro. I saw when he came in. I was like,
Yeah,
shit,
that dick print was out.
for real. It hit the table when he walked by. Damn, homie.
I mean, it's probably the same as the financial shit, like seeing, people doing well over and over and over online. Like,
Yeah.
that's probably not good. Imagine being like 15 right now, you know, and having to, you have to take in all this and all the people you follow, they're super successful. They all drive Ferraris. They're, you know, like doing whatever. They're big YouTubers. They're the hottest chicks you ever seen. You're beating off all the time. It's just too much information.
To be fair, I was beating off all the time at 15.
I just mean like, but like there wasn't as much acting. You get my point though.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to close my eyes and imagine shit.
Hell yeah, that's what you had to use that imagination.
Our lives would be different if we grew up, if I was in junior high and YouTube was accessible and all I saw was like dudes jumping Ferraris and buying homes and be like, I'm fucking 17 because I see that. That's normal.
I think Cribs fucked us up for sure.
No,
what? No. But
Red Man's crib. I was like, oh, I'm doing well.
But think about this. Well. Think about this. Okay, you're in high school, or let's say you're 16 in high school, and that's about when like people start having like parties, and you might go to party. Maybe you're 17, whatever, 18, and imagine. Back in the day, you would just hear about it, like, damn, that was a crazy party. But now you have to see it on Snapchat. You're like, I didn't get invited. Or you're seeing it in people's stories, like, I didn't get invited. That can't be good. And you're seeing all the shit. You're seeing people hang out all the time. Oh, we're at In-N-Out. And you're like, I'm not getting invited. Yeah. That can't be good for a lot I
for sure.
Right? Like, that's really bad.
Yeah, that would suck, man.
Well, I mean, how many times do you get on YouTube or Instagram and I constantly see, you know, 20-something-year-olds like, I just made $2 million. It might not even be true, but it doesn't matter. It's there. You know, I got this fucking Lambo and I'm flipping houses. And like, for me, I'm like, damn, dude, all right, good for you. Or usually I'm like, that's bullshit. Yeah. But yeah,
like,
you know.
Like half the ads on YouTube now are like, oh, like I started flipping homes or whatever, and like I made like $6 million. Like, no, you didn't.
Well, how many kids want to be YouTube stars? That's like the new rock star. Kids want to be streamers. They want to be YouTube stars, and it's like shit, man.
Somebody made a point though. Like that's no different than like a kid seeing like a firefighter and being like, I want to be a firefighter.
I think it's a little different because being a firefighter is super attainable.
Well, no, but not everyone. Like very few people actually grow up to be firefighters.
I think it's more like a rock star mentality, or like I want to be in the NBA.
Yeah. Like no matter what happens, like eventually you come to terms with like what you're actually good at.
Yes,
you know what I mean. Like you're gonna have a lot of people who fail to become TikTok stars or whatever. But like you also have a bunch of people who fail to become NBA stars, and you know what I mean. Like it just doesn't. It's just. The way we see it is different because like doing a sport, like playing a sport is like competitive athlete. You know what I mean? But like, dude, there's people like struggling to even like get on practice squads, and that's their entire life. You just don't see it.
Yeah, and you're probably more likely to become maybe not a YouTube star because there's less of them, like a TikTok star, or like have a bunch of followers on IG than you are to be an athlete. Well, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people that there's people you never even heard of that have 10 million followers.
And there's only so many vacant spots.
Yeah,
sports,
right.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Yeah, there's 12 people on a team. Like there's that's it. Yeah, that's true. And you can carve out whatever you want to do. I just think a lot of this shit is super unhealthy. We're not going to see the consequences of it for a couple of years. Maybe like 10 years.
Yeah,
and we're gonna have a whole generation of kids that grew up super weird. I mean, we're probably so much weirder because we grew up with the internet than the generation right before us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I put that meme up that said how millennials are going to change the game for the elderly.
Yeah.
Like once we become elders.
Yeah.
Like that group of elders is going to be pretty insane.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to be playing fucking Skyrim in the hospice. You know what I mean? Like fuck it. Like
for real.
I got 3 months. Let me see if I can level up real quick on Call of Duty.
The Xbox 360 is basically going to be like the Atari, of our generation. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be normal.
I mean, we're already like struggling to know how to use like modern technology.
Speak for yourself. I'm on that shit all day.
All right, fair enough, you are. But like the average millennial is like going to be at the point where like our parents are like, hey, can you help me like turn this into a PDF?
Well, they're fucking retarded. Dude, that shit makes me so fucking mad. Sorry, it really pissed me off. Like, I know someone that's close in my life. He didn't have a computer until very recently.
What?
And is he in jail?
No, he just, that's not my shit. Bro,
that's not my shit.
That's not my shit.
You're gonna get left. Like, I'm serious. Society's gonna leave you. Like, what do you mean that's not my shit? It has to be your shit. That's like saying, oh, I don't drive. That's not my shit. I know somebody who doesn't drive too, but I don't drive. That's not my shit. What are you talking about? You're like, you need to make it your shit. You better figure it the fuck out. You better learn how to use a fucking printer, you moron.
But what happened with him? He just didn't know how to use a computer?
Yeah, just nothing.
Did he have to take one of those like old people classes that teaches you the computer basics?
No, it was just like
this is how you turn it on. This is how you open up a word processor.
Like literally using and I was like, well, how'd you get like by in high school and shit? They're a little bit younger. Like, how'd you get by in high school? Oh, I just wrote everything on my phone, like, you know, on the essays and shit on my phone.
Oh.
And then had a friend reformat it.
What?
I was like, why? Like, why would you? Like, I don't understand. Just go to the fucking
that would take
library.
so long.
So it just,
Imagine typing an essay on your fucking phone.
I can barely type a text message on
But
my
like in this
phone.
day and age, like I don't understand. I'm not saying you need to be on there and you need to, know how to like 3D print shit, but like you should be able to fuck around and figure some shit out.
Basic functionality.
In 10 years, it's everything. Everything is going to be totally different.
You're not
going
to be able to date anybody as soon as that chick fucking hears that you don't have a computer. She's out, dude.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Then you're basically like a serial killer. You don't have a computer.
I honestly think that when people are on like dating apps are like, oh, like I don't like, I'm not on like social media and I don't really use the internet. I'm not really on the internet. That's like a red flag to me.
Why?
Because it's just like.
They're trying to prove something. They're there's something there.
Yeah, there's like a normal, like the question isn't like, do you use this stuff? The question is, do you use it in like such a capacity that like you don't like do anything else? Like, are you only on social media and your phone all the time, or you actually live in your life? You know what I mean? Like there's like a balance, but like, being on it all the time and then not using shit is like just two ends of like the crazy spectrum to me.
Yes.
Two
red flags.
It would be like back in the day when like I don't own a TV. Like,
the same type of person. Yes. Early 90s or like, early 2000s. Like, I don't have a TV. I don't fuck with
I
that
feel like
shit.
some people don't want social media.
But I'm talking about like two red flags when I was single and I was dating people. If you were single and you were all about just, having fun and stuff, but if you said, let's see, what was the first one?
YOLO?
I want to go on an adventure.
Excuse me, what did you? YOLO? Nope, I'm out.
I want to go on an adventure.
If they changed their phone number a lot. I always thought that's a red
weird.
flag.
Yeah.
Very weird. I respect
weird.
people that have had the same phone number for a long time. I think it's weird when someone, hey, this is me. I got a new phone number, and they do it like twice a year.
That's weird.
Red flag. Flag. Yeah. Second red flag is your account on Instagram going private and public back and forth.
Yep.
Another red flag.
Yep.
Those are two red flags where I'm like, I'm good. I'll stop talking to chick.
I'll do that when I'm trying to stay hidden.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, exactly.
What do you mean stay hidden? Why are you trying to stay hidden?
Because, man, like maybe there's someone I don't want to come and see me DJ.
Well, I mean, you're just trying to say hidden. You nailed it.
Yeah. So,
Dude.
you know what I mean? I go private.
That's
for a
not
little
good
bit.
for the DJ life.
It's good. It's all right.
No, it's not. It's not.
I mean,
red flag. DJ red flag. Your account's private. Straight up, dude. If there's a
red
DJ
flag.
and their account's private, what? What are you doing?
I mean,
Trying to stay hidden a little
Don't
bit.
book that man.
don't you think that you should just find like your name on? Because like bars and clubs put your name on their website. Like it shouldn't be that.
Shit, not anymore. Not like they used to, bro. Those are the good old days. They don't give a fuck about the DJ no more.
Some places, yeah, some places.
Yeah, some places.
I have a friend. She found. I'm gonna be a little vague about the details because she listens, so I don't want to out her. But she found that dude she was dating for 6 months. She found his second IG that was private. Crystal found his second IG that was private. And then she had her friend, like a dude friend, follow it or whatever, and then it turns out he had a whole family.
Dude,
I've
I've talked to so many women who like married dudes on Tinder who are cheating on their wives is like super common.
It's crazy.
Multiple women have had this happen to them multiple times each.
Well, so she would go to his. He's a lawyer, and she would go to his work, at lunch. And he has like a practice, so he has like employees and shit,
Yeah.
And she would go to his work at lunch, and he would only meet her outside. And then, he would only meet her outside, and she wasn't like picking it up, which you should be picking that up. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
You've been dating this person 6 months, and like I'm not
sure.
saying you need to come in and have lunch in the building.
Had she seen his home before?
No, and that was the other thing.
Yeah.
She would always he would always go to her house.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I told a
Crazy.
friend this happened to her multiple times. I was like, next time you match with a dude, I was like, you just got to do like a quick FaceTime with him and be like, show me your bathroom.
Yeah, something.
Because that's like, dude, if you see a dude's bathroom, you're going to know if he's married or not.
That's true. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. Live, laugh, love on the wall. It's all dirty. There's fucking brushes everywhere.
Pubes.
Fucking condoms.
makeup.
Or not condoms. Tampons all over the fucking place.
Makeup, hair shit everywhere.
Girls are so nasty.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I don't know. It's got to be like you have to know, like in your gut. Like if something isn't right, you know right away.
That's
like,
what I feel like, man. Like, where are these girls like kind of like intuitions at? You know?
I think in these situations, some people aren't that smart, and it happens to them maybe. But some people might be good. Like that guy might be good. You know, I'm just imagining his Instagram being like Tim Anderson, and that's the one she knows, and then like Tim Anderson 123. Like, that's his fucking side shit.
That's
you know,
that's what we forget about is like you got to remember like these people are setting up their entire presentation as a fraud.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So like we're seeing the red flags, but we're also seeing the whole scope, the whole picture,
and
after the fact.
Also, we're hearing this from the side chick.
Right? Also true. Yeah.
So it's a side. It's not like he had legit 2 families. Like this is a side chick, and she's probably making it sound like she's not dumb. Like, yeah, no, he was just really good at it. It's like, bitch, he was meeting you on the sidewalk.
Exactly.
At work.
He was a lawyer, paying for
me?
your 5-star lunches, having a good ass time. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're just blind to the fact
he
that
always wanted
possibly
to
had
get
a
hotel rooms.
Well, then
he just really likes hotel.
And he paid cash too, which is
but I mean, I guess, yeah. I don't know. I guess like that for a couple of weeks or maybe even a couple of months. That could fly. You can keep a chick away from your house for a couple of months.
I mean, all you'd have to do is be like, I live in Escondido and I like to come down here.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I
you
want to
could
go out
sell
on
some
PB.
bullshit, yeah.
I mean, when she did confront him, and then he was like, "Whoa, like we're breaking up," and
They always say that. We're about to get divorced. We're separated.
But then like she's still living there.
The papers aren't signed yet. We're signing
fine.
papers.
We're fine.
What's kind of funny then
We're
too?
fine.
So there's another thing that married dudes will do on Tinder as well is they'll pretend like they'll tell them, they'll be like, oh, you know, yeah, I'm still married, but we're getting separated, we're getting divorced, like, but they're not even doing like that's their other, you know what I mean? So that way when they see the pictures, you know what I mean? They're like, you know, so they don't even have to hide it.
Yeah, well, I told you I'm getting divorced.
Yeah.
Like,
Which is
now
kind of
now
valid.
that I got caught.
Yeah, right.
which is valid though, because that shit takes a while. Like in California, even once the paperwork is signed, you have to wait 6 months.
Yeah,
and obviously most of the time there's a bunch of other shit before anyone will sign the paperwork. So like it can take like a fucking year.
Yeah.
I have a couple friends that did that.
Yeah.
She waited. She's like, yeah, I wanted to date this guy. I told him the situation, and we didn't do anything, or we didn't want to get seen out because that can come around and bite you in the ass in court.
Yeah.
And they could be like, dude, what are you doing? We have pictures of you with another person. So legit, like
Divorce
legally,
shit
you can
gets
wait.
scandalous.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
especially out here, man.
Even if you're like homies and like you and the girl, or you know, like you understand. All right, let's not be together. Lawyers get in the picture, and it gets ugly.
They're
man.
like,
you
they're-
can
they're-
get this.
Their advice will be like, go to the bank accounts, dump all the money, go get, like they'll move all the money out of the bank accounts because then they have to fight to get it back, get half back, and then it's not even worth it half the time. Or they're, like change all kinds of shit, like change the locks on the house, and they'll just make it nasty as fuck.
Yep.
Which
Put
is
all these things in your
unfortunate.
head,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh
And
yeah.
you start getting like super paranoid about what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
And then both lawyers know what they're doing, and they're just
Yeah.
like, "What's up? What'd you tell your client?"
yeah.
Yeah,
What's up?
hell yeah, cool. We getting this paper.
Well, I feel like too, like when divorce rates were like super high because they've gone down a lot.
Have
Have they really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
That's good.
But like there was probably
I don't give a fuck.
Me and my girl never getting married, dude. We're gonna be together for the rest of our lives. We ain't getting. The state can fuck off.
yeah, I mean, but yeah, so like basically divorce rates are going down. Like there has to be a whole like era of like marriage or divorce attorneys who are just like not getting the work right now.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like
It's gone down
it's
that
like,
much though. I thought it was like 60% or some shit.
Oh, it's gone way down
Really?
compared to the peak when we were growing up. It was like all your friends' parents were divorced.
Yeah.
Like,
Let me look it up right now. In 2022, the expected divorce rate is 44.2%. So it has went down. This is based on a marriage rate of 6 people per 1,000.
yeah, I mean, basically people are getting married for different reasons now.
Yeah.
Like,
Hell
so
yeah,
they can
they-
split
for the
rent.
clout.
Split them fucking bills.
yeah.
It's
Hey, I'm not
expensive
gonna lie,
out
man.
here.
My girlfriend moved in. I've been saving on food. Like we saving on food, saving on gas.
Dude,
like
I think about what
Like,
it,
damn, I
I
should have
think,
did this years ago.
I think
Right?
about how much more money I'd have in my pocket if I was just splitting rent with someone
Bro.
right now. It's so much of my fucking income is spent on just like putting a roof over my head.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I had to fill up my tank. I haven't been driving. I haven't been leaving my house a lot recently. And I had to fill up my tank for the first time in like 2 or 3 weeks. And it was $135.
Gas went back up.
I was like,
Lord.
I didn't like. I don't. It's not that I don't look at the price, but I'm not like watching it every 2
Yeah.
seconds, and I'm not gonna go across the street because it's 10 cents cheaper. So I just
Yeah,
kinda
there's also
glance
nothing
and-
you can like do about it.
Yeah, and I look over and I'm like, what? 135? Like the most I've ever spent was probably like 80, and I was like,
Whoa.
holy shit! Yeah,
I
was
spent the most I've ever
135.
spent a couple of weeks, well, like last week, man. It was fucking $91.
Holy
I was
shit!
just chilling. That same thing. I was like, it clicked like it was done.
You,
Like, okay,
you in that
cool.
93 octane?
He looked
Yeah,
over
got
at the
to.
thing.
I was like, $91. Like, fuck, bro. Man.
Hey, imagine being the gas station clerk and just hearing people yell, "What the fuck!" like all day, just like gas prices are expensive. It's like you just in the corner and just like, "What the fuck,
Yeah,
bro?"
That
All
shit was
day.
insane, dude.
What have you been doing at home all day? You haven't been leaving. What do you got in the laboratory?
No, because I got the
What you doing?
I hurt my shoulder.
Oh,
So
okay.
really bad.
Where?
Did we put that video on here?
What?
Did we even talk about that?
No.
What video?
The one I sent you. Remember me falling?
Oh,
you hurt yourself?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I thought you were just.
We'll put that on here.
I thought
Oh,
we were
no.
just joking.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
still
no,
have
no.
it. I thought you were just
No.
like, "Hey, look at me! I have a 5-foot vertical."
Yeah,
No,
with
no,
a
no.
football. What is it,
No, no,
football?
no.
Or
No,
a
no,
ball
no.
or something.
Or you diving for a catch or something?
No, so we went to watch lesbians play soccer, kick the ball around. The new what's it called? The Wave, the FC Wave or whatever, the San
Yeah.
Diego soccer team. It was super fun.
Is that at the Mission Valley Stadium? The San Diego
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't talk about this already?
No.
I swear we did. Oh, anyway, yeah. So we went over. It was really fun. Yeah, there's a new stadium in San Diego. They knocked down Qualcomm, right? Yeah, which is where the Chargers play, and they put up a new stadium. It's pretty dope. I had a really weird experience. So it was completely sold out, and we're trying to get to our seats, but there's people sitting in them, right? So one of the guys we're with, he walks over, hey guys, like, you know, we're in our seats, and so they just moved 2 people. It was like this guy and his family and a couple of his friends or something like that. So 2 people move, and he's like, no, we have like 6. We have all these seats, the ones you're in. So then he moves 2 more people. He's like, my dude, like we're in these seats. So, but as that's happening, I go to sit down to sit in other vacant seats that right next to those, but those people are just getting food, right?
Oh.
So I tell the wife, I guess I found out later, but the wife of one of the guys that was gone, like, oh, I'm just sitting here temporarily until those people move in like 30 seconds, you know, so I'm not blocking the people behind me. So during that time, the husband and it looked like his brother come back, and he's like, hey, my guy, you're in my seat to me.
I hate when people say "my God."
Yeah, he's like, hey, my guy,
hate
you're in my
that.
seat. And I was like, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get them to move, you know, and I'm looking way down the line, like they need to move so I can move over.
And it's
I'm
like,
trying-
listen, lesbian, get the fuck out.
and then he keeps
Why
going.
aren't you on the field with your other
Bro, he keeps going. He's like, hey, you need to move. And I was like, once, and this is all like within 5 seconds. I'm like, 1 second. I'm I'm working on it, you know? And then they start to move. He's like, hurry up. And I had a couple beers, but I'm not like, I'm sitting there and I'm looking
That
at him.
purple belt's about to come out.
I'm sitting here looking at him like, I want to stand up and punch his fucking dude in the face so goddamn bad. Bro, I haven't felt like that in a really long time, but you know, it's just bubbling. You're like, dude, and you're imagining it like, I'm going to stand up and punch this fucking dude in the face. And it just as I was thinking that, like, it kind of settled down and they moved over. And I kept looking over at him because now he's sitting like 2 seats over from me. I keep looking over.
He's
like,
eating his
fuck
hot dog,
you.
enjoying the game.
Fuck you, bro.
What's up, my guy? You got a problem?
I hate
dude.
those people. I hate those people.
My guy, I
My
hate
God.
that. I hate
Anyway,
Honestly, one of my favorite things to watch online is fights in the football stands.
that's great. Yeah. I didn't want to
That's
be one of
the
those
worst
videos.
place to fight too. People,
Yeah,
you're
bro.
flying
You're
over
all getting
chairs.
arrested.
But
yeah.
it's such like a fucking like melee of like, you know, like drunk people like throwing fists like up and down and people falling over chairs.
That's
like,
insane.
We're all getting arrested. But anyway, so we had a bunch of beers. The game was fun. We're leaving, and there's like a hill that people are rolling down, you know, like a burrito. You know, everyone's rolling
Yeah.
down the hill. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do something like cooler. Yeah.
Check this out, ladies.
Check this out.
Hold my beer.
Did you do a gainer off the hill or something?
Well,
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So in my mind, because like do jiu-jitsu, you do front roll, so pretty good at a front roll.
That's what that was.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm pretty good at front roll, so I'll do a front roll off that, and I'll basically do a front roll to stand up and then run down the hill. That's what I was thinking was gonna happen. But so I go to the front roll, and I remember right as I go to do it, I'm like, oh, I gave myself too much momentum, and so right when I come up to stand up, I'm like, oh shit, I'm airborne. And I'm like legitimately, like if you watch the video, I'm like 4 feet in the air, and it's downhill. I'm like, oh shit. And I remember thinking this, I'm in trouble. Like, I was like, please don't break my arm. All that shit goes through your head.
It's a freeze frame. You're probably wondering how I got here.
Literally, yeah. And I'm thinking, I'm like, fuck, just don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. All that shit happens in your head. Like, if you're in a car accident, and all this stuff's happening in your head right before. And bam, I land. I can't even lift the arm, but I land like at this angle and, just boom. And I roll over and, I'm like, is anything broken? Because I'm trying to play it off. There's a bunch of people there. I'm like, is anything broken? I'm like, okay, nothing's broken. I don't think I would have felt that by now. And I like roll over, I stand up. I'm like, oh, it's all good. Yeah. Ouch. Play it off. And then I'm like, oh, shoulder's not good. Nothing's broken, but shoulder's not good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not.
And then walk up the next day and it's just
shoulder.
It hurt that night. It's definitely better than it was, but I couldn't even like lift like this or like this. I can do like these kinds of. I just can't go out.
My God,
you gotta imagine how these like NFL players feel after a fucking game.
They just hit them and tore it off. Like get the fuck back out there.
Yeah, they don't. Nothing affects.
They don't give a fuck. But yeah, so I'm definitely injured. Definitely injured.
Yeah, I watched the video and I I was like,
you can see how I'd be injured.
Fuck yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't break my collarbone the way I landed.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Got lucky. Yeah. Because it was bad. What a fucking idiot. It was one of those things like that hold my beer shit.
Yeah, like I'm going to do something cooler.
Man, there was one time I really almost hurt myself at a party. This is only like a year ago. I was at a party, and it was one of those crazy parties at that crazy dude's house.
Yep.
And everyone's getting crazy. People like standing on tables and like throwing shit. It was just like stupid,
Boofing? Are they boofing?
That happened, yeah. And so he had like 2 counters and like an island and a counter, you know what I mean?
Oh, you knew the floor is lava or what?
So yeah, I kind of stood up on there like Spider-Man, like being funny,
You're too big for that.
But I mean I could do it, I did it. But then the guy who his house it was, he comes underneath me. I don't even know why, and all in one motion, and lifts my legs up. So now it's just my arms, and I slip and fall. So he lift me up, and boom, I land on my back. Luckily, he was flat on my back, and I was like, oh, did I just break my neck? I definitely hit my head, but I was like, did I just break my neck? I was like, I don't think so. I'm good. Yeah. And it was like one of those moments where everyone's like silent.
That's what you get for trying to Jean-Claude Van Damme in that.
And then I stood up and I was like, oh, yeah. Stupid.
Scoop always trying to do some crazy shit at a party.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Because it's fucking boring. We're all just sitting around. Let's drink beers and talk about some stupid business that none of us are going to fucking make. I'm so sick of that shit.
Hey, man, I want to go on a hike in the morning, all right?
Fuck that.
You want to play paintball?
Yeah.
Go walk around in the morning.
You know what else is lame is being in a wheelchair because you did a front flip off the stadium.
At least I was living.
My guy, you good, my guy? Those are our seats.
And now I'm on 20s. Inch rims.
Oh, my God.
Don would definitely get spinners on his wheelchair.
I mean, fuck it. You only live once.
Yeah. Get your row long.
Whatever happened to spinners? You never see those anymore.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah, it's out of here, bro.
Yeah, Dom, what happened to spinners, Dom?
I don't know, Shody.
He's the CEO of spinners.
CEO of spinners. Or the chain with a spinner on it. That was a thing for a hot minute.
I bet that'll come back. It'll probably come back soon.
Spinners?
Yeah. Well, I also think during that time, people were modifying the shit out of their cars. And you don't see that as often anymore. Like, most people don't modify their car.
If you're going to see spinners...
I know I've said this before. A lot of my friends, I don't even know what kind of car they drive.
Yeah.
Like, I never see my friends' cars, ever.
Yeah.
Is that why you never waved at me when I honk at you? And you're walking to go get something to eat. I'm like, you're like, man, fuck that shit.
Well, the thing is, it's like when I walk around PB, I always get people honking at me. Because, like...
Why?
Are you just a hot dude or what?
No, like...
They're like, he's a Jew! He's like, that's Kanye again.
Go ahead, Dom, say it. Dom's waking up. No. Dom's waking up.
No, but like I have a bunch of my friends who live here, so like they're constantly driving. Like I run into people all the fucking time. So yeah, like people will honk, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what kind of cars my friends drive.
And again, it is PB, so you might be getting harassed.
That too, yeah. Like sometimes you get like the people yelling out the window and they're like, "Fag!"
I know, he's so weird, bro. So or like give you the finger or some shit. You're like, bro, what are we doing?
Or
Like,
just dudes mean dogging you. Like, what the fuck, bro? I'm 38, homie.
Yeah.
I carry around like a backpack with me because like I don't drive anywhere. So if I need to go to a store,
drugs.
yeah.
I thought you got that tag on you.
So if I need to go to a store, I've got like bags in there and shit like that, so I can like put shit in the bags and then walk back.
You don't buy the plastic ones for 10 cents each?
No.
All right.
I do that. Yeah, well, I like
Yeah,
because they're good like trash.
Old grandma, you got walk around with your own grocery bags?
Well, I don't have the cart like the old Asian lady.
soon though,
Yeah, soon.
you'll get it.
But yeah, so like I was walking down Grand one day and this dude just hangs out the window. He's like, "Nice backpack, fag."
Wow.
I was like, dude, I feel like I'm back in high school.
Nice
when, like,
backpack. Like
that's how that when we were driving around to high school, we used to call it ripping. And we would just like drive by and we would be like, "Hey, fucker," and like yell at people like walking down the street. That's what we used to fucking do. And
which
now,
is so stupid.
yeah, I know. And now I'm like the dude on the receiving end of that.
Well,
See how it feels, Alex?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hate my younger self with every day.
I was just thinking about this just a few days ago too. Like imagine like in this day and age, like a school bus going by and you just see ass cheeks in the window.
Did you do that?
Used to back in there. Used to
In
fucking
the bus?
yeah.
Yeah, we used to
Like you couldn't do that now,
It
huh?
was madness on the back of those buses. Madness, bro. People get beat up. Like I remember once I was sitting next to a kid, and the kid I was sitting next to was like the bully, and he's sitting, right next to me. And you know how there's like the little like 2 inches between some of the buses. Some of them it's not a full bench. There's like a little space in between.
Yeah.
Well, he got a hold of the kid in front's jacket, was like poking through, and he just started pulling. Like I'm talking feet on the back of this, pulling. The kid right in front is crying. Because he's like stuck in the jacket, and he's like pulling it through the crack. And I'm laughing because at the time I'm like, please don't beat me up.
Were you tall? Were you tall, or did you hit your growth spurt like in high school?
I was like always one of the taller kids, but I wasn't like the tallest kid. What I mean? And then in high school, probably.
All right. So you weren't the bully though, just to.
No, I was never the bully.
You sure?
Yeah.
Should we hit up some of your friends from high school and just make sure?
I always defended people. I'm sure there are instances where someone could, someone's probably looking back like, "Oh, dude, that kid bullied me," but like I was never like the guy bullying. We all know those people.
Well, the thing is, in like high school, middle school, whatever, you like talk shit to people, joking around, and
right.
You rip on people, and you could definitely see how there's people who didn't take that as like just fucking around.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
You never mooned anybody?
Not on the school bus. Like the school bus was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whipping out my ass on the school bus, man. My nuts are hanging out the window. Like, I don't know. That's kind of
like you couldn't. I don't even think. I think that'd be so illegal like nowadays.
It was then too,
but like more so now.
He's like, you can't do that anymore. Like, oh, you couldn't do that back then.
Well, but then you're gonna get busted because someone's gonna fucking record it.
Yeah. Back in the day,
well, we know those nuts.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted. We were like driving, driving around one night. This is back like in high school when you would just drive around, drink in a parking lot, like drive to the next one. You know what I mean? And so like you're always like driving in these packs, of like 4 or 5 people in each car.
Yeah.
And so like we were driving like neck and neck with this group of girls that we were partying with, and like they were like going out the sunroof, like flashing us. And like my friend was like mooning them and shit like that. And then we had this Mormon friend who like he never even like drank, but he would go out and party. And he just fucking drops his pants. So we like pulled ahead, and he drops his pants in the car, and he does the fucking bulldog. And
wait, what's a bulldog?
Yeah, what's
where
that?
where you tuck your nuts behind your, like when you're mooning somebody. So
I thought that was like the goat or something.
Yeah, we used to call it the bulldog.
Okay, all right. Damn.
And like, and so like we're like driving ahead, and this dude fucking just bulldogs it, and his ass is like out the fucking window, and then we slow down so the girls pull up, and then and like you see them expecting just like a regular moon, and then they see the nut sack, and they're like, ah! And they start like veering off the side of the road.
See, what I would be afraid of is like, I don't think I have any control over the bulldog. You know what I mean? It just happens. Like my nuts just fall out.
Well,
right?
When you moon, you're not like pants down.
Yeah, you're not pants at the ankles. It's just enough to see a little bit of crack,
How
bro.
do you piss at the urinal, bro?
Pants to the fucking ground, homie. Yeah, dude. And then if I moon someone, like you might see my fucking dick.
Wow.
That's why. That's why I'm saying
my
I'm
balls and my
surprised.
dick are so big, bro.
I'm not pulling out my pants that far,
No,
bro.
dude, my balls just hang low, dude.
Bro, just fucking pull the pants.
You
at
just
mid,
Are you like
mid-crack.
are you like spreading your legs while you moon? Are you like are you showing
Yeah,
B-hole?
and I'm also twerking. Megan the Stallion, you know, I'm fucking up there like this. Look at my wiener.
You know what I just realized that I never realized before? If a dude twerks, like just like one of these girls online or whatever twerks, the balls and dick are like shaking around.
Yeah.
I never thought about that until you just put that in my head.
That's terrible.
Bro, that's how I get
It's
a halfie.
it's the old Ball and Johnson dance.
Yeah, that's how I get a halfie, dude. Just fucking.
Did you know you can't squat with one arm above your head? Like physically impossible.
What do you mean?
Like to have one arm above your head like this and to squat, you can't.
Ain't
do it.
nobody gonna try
I
that
bet
right now.
a girl
Alex.
can probably. What are you talking about?
This dude's acting like we're not on the internet.
Wait. You can't squat at all
with one arm above your head. Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're talking. You just talk
try
crazy.
it right now.
Well, I'm
not gonna do it because the motion that shit.
But I
feels funny.
100% know you can. One arm kettlebell squats. Like,
Yeah, drop it.
Yeah. See, yeah. I knew it looked. I was thinking. I was like, wait, that looks funny.
Come on, man. What's the other one? You can't like intertwine your fingers and go like this and look at the bottom of your heel. So people go like this.
Well, it's like back in the day, you can't touch your elbow behind your back or whatever.
Yeah. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for my nieces and nephews to get a little older. I'm gonna go like, hey, you know, if your hand's bigger than your face, you're well, I don't want to say it, but you're retarded. And then you go, wait, what? You go, boom, motherfucker.
Damn, you're waiting.
They're gonna get old enough. They're too young right now.
6-year-old knows.
Got it out as a reminder.
Shoney's sister's like, she has Down syndrome.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
Did you guys ever do that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good
Or
one.
no,
man.
it was the one where it was like, yo, I bet you like my fingers is like stronger than like your whole hand.
Well, no,
You're
you
like,
can do the one where it's like, I can make your hand smell like peanut butter.
Yeah, or something like that. It's like
Oh,
you like
shit,
hold
I
it
forgot
and they're
about
like,
that one.
you let it go. They smack the shit out of their face.
Or be like, I bet my dick fits in your mouth. No one ever fell for that one.
I bet you can't deep throw my dick, bro.
Yeah. I tried to get that one going in high school. It didn't take off. You know? Couple guys were like, well, let's find out.
I swear though, that's how half those adolescent hookups. That's how they go. Like, she's like, well, I never sucked. And like, well, maybe you should try.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, maybe
Try
you
it
should
out.
try. She's like, oh, okay.
Only if you want.
Yeah, only if you want. That's how.
Hell yeah. That's
all.
always how it fucking starts out, man.
That's fucking hilarious.
Where are we at? I want to pull a scoop. Where are we at?
115.
Damn,
Let's do it.
killing it.
Shoney's got to go somewhere.
I do have to go somewhere.
Where are you going? Auschwitz with that outfit on?
I know you got Holocaust chic.
Bro,
going.
now you guys are going to make me throw this out, man.
No, it looks good.
This is my daytime party.
Are you going to protest in front of Kanye's house?
That's part of the Schindler's List collection.
Damn.
He's like, I'm just here to pick up chicks.
Yeah, man, I got places to be. It's Saturday.
Are you
bro.
DJing today? Is that what's going on?
I'm not. No, I'm not DJing. I got some other stuff I need to take care of. I'm helping with some stuff.
Like
But,
what?
huh?
Super
Yeah, fuck
vague.
y'all, dude.
He's running drugs.
Hell yeah.
Super vague.
What's your address? Tell everybody.
Dom, what are you doing today?
I'm going back to sleep.
Really? Are you really?
Yeah.
You can do
Nah,
that?
you know that's
Yeah.
not good for your body. You know that?
Why?
I don't know. I just heard it on Joe Rogan.
I mean, it probably fucks up your circadian rhythm. Boom!
Boom,
SAT word.
baby, let's go.
I like that.
Jamie, pull that up.
I mean, man, let me get 2 hours, bro. That'd be cool.
I could never fall asleep like in the middle. Just go back to sleep in the middle of the day.
A little
Okay.
3 o'clock siesta, a little hour nap is
Yeah.
great.
Can't do it.
I can when I get really tired and like I'm doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, I'll take a nap, dude.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes or like an hour.
No, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Oh, you're talking.
yeah, no, my
crazy.
body needs to like rest. I rolled with a blind kid the other day.
You fucking
Really?
I fucked his ass up hard. Bro.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I
Like,
didn't
no
fuck
shit, he's blind.
I don't think. I don't know. I didn't ask. He walked in with a cane, and then like the instructor like knew him, and a couple kids were like, "Hey, what's up?" And I probably like 19, maybe early 20s, and when I was like, he came up, I was like, "Hey, you want to roll?" And he like knew where everyone was, so maybe it was just like not 100% blind, but he was tough. I had a good time. It was
I
fun.
bet,
But
man. That's dope.
I feel like a
talk
lot
about
of
having balls, dude.
I feel like it's all feeling anyway.
They felt pretty big when you're rolling.
Dude, talk about having balls.
You know what I'm saying? When you're rolling.
Yeah, I hope he was 19. Popping those fucking feelings.
You fucking predator.
Yeah, little predator, the diddler over here.
That blind kid had some balls on him.
That's what they do in wrestling, right? The butthole and the balls or something. I don't
Oil
know.
check.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Bye.
We didn't even introduce.
Any plugs or anything? Damn, y'all.
No one
right.
this long.
Oh shit! Hey guys, you guys can go. I'm gonna finish up this song. Hit up Patreon.
Where we all jerk off and play soggy crackers together.
Don't hit up Alex because Alex doesn't respond to people's messages about
Yeah,
the
man, you gotta
Discord.
get better at that, man.
Yeah,
This customer
Alex.
support. We're getting a lot of complaints over here, man. Alex didn't respond. Alex ignored me.
It's like an hour and I haven't responded.
Bullshit! $5.99 a month. I need a fucking answer. All right, later, guys. Appreciate you.